Hey, how's it going? I'm going to start off this video with a journal entry. That's right. I have a journal. So bear with me. It's kind of poorly written, and when I read it out loud, it sounds like shit. So, I really need to stop saying so. It's a little note to myself. I always started out with so back in the day. I saw my first weird thing, I saw a cigar-shaped UFO. Excuse me. A bright white light caught my attention. I was jogging at the time. I looked up. I look up and see two lights, one abnormally bright and the other almost indistinguishable from the rest of the stars. However, it appeared they were moving together between the stars. No, that's not what I meant, but it appeared that they were moving together, as if they were stars moving. One, not a star though, was too bright to be a star. The second star moving with it. It could have been some type of lens flare, but whatever. It's a bright light, and it was not a star. But it only lasted 4 or 5 seconds, then it faded away. So I got a good enough look as to what it was, but it wasn't close enough and it wasn't long enough to be too convincing. Also, I must say before that, I saw a shooting star as I looked up, and it started. It's journals and shooting stars, I love it. It started on one end of the sky, was visible from the tree line, and went clear to the other. So it was the longest, craziest shooting star I'd ever seen. It was noteworthy. Well, apparently, it was noteworthy. So anyway, I made an animation, and let's show it real quick. And this is about exactly how long it lasted as well. About like a solid second and a half. I don't know. No, like about 5 seconds. Yeah, to me, okay, now I heard other theories actually on the Mysterious Universe podcast about from Micah Hanks, where he's talking about satellites in the sky and how much like the moon they turn a certain way and they can reflect the sunlight like the moon. So I think that's what I saw, and I think that as it turned, there was like a little like ball of lens flare that made it look like the two light sources. One was the actual source, and one was the after effect, rather, of that thing, a satellite turning, because it was it was a bright light. It was not a star, too big to be a star that I've ever seen, and I think that's what it was. However, and this just might be the phenomenon known as pareidolia, thinking you're seeing things where there aren't. I swear I saw like a connective body connecting the two. It was weird too, because it was a clear night. Like I said before, I saw a shooting star. Saw all the stars. Like all the stars were out that night. No light pollution, no clouds, obviously. But it was off in the horizon. I saw this, and there was like a cloistering of clouds, and it was like in the cloud line. It was weird. So maybe that also had something to do with it, kind of skewing my perception of what I was seeing. That's possible, but it was definitely the weirdest thing I ever saw. Definitely, I don't know if it was unidentified. Surely, I don't really know what it was. I think the Mike Hanks theory is spot on, but it was definitely unidentified, possibly flying, and it was an object because it reflected light. Basic physics. All right, so that's about it. Thanks for checking it out. Later, Gator. Yeah.